What is up, guys? It's your boy Frankie here with another video. So I've been meaning to make this video here for a while, and this is going towards anybody who is thinking about getting a Grom or anyone who's new to riding. So let's tell a little story, shall we? So I am 40 years old, no riding experience. I've got a little over 700 miles on the Grom here, which is it. And some people ask me, why'd I get a Grom? Do I like the Grom? Am I still happy with it? To be honest, yes, I am. I mean, this is, I believe, it's a good starter bike. I mean, it's very forgiving. Well, first off, it's very affordable, for one thing. Let's just start off there. Mine cost, it's like around $4, brand new, 0 miles on it, out the door. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a good starter bike. Let's start off with the pros here. I mean, the bike is very forgiving. It's easy to ride. I can, both feet can reach the floor flat. That always increases rider confidence, especially when you're new. It shifts really easy. The brakes work good. I mean, and it is very lightweight. I mean, look, I can toss this thing around easily. And I mean, when the first day I rode this bike, I was making a quick little U-turn and I panicked, hit just the front brake, and if I was on a bigger, heavier bike, I would have freaking dropped it. But however, since I was on this, luckily I was able to, stop it from going down. So that's why I've been taking baby steps. I'm, doing a lot of slow speed maneuvering and practicing, and then it hasn't been recently until maybe this past month where I've been really riding out a lot with heavy traffic and going on main streets and everything like that too. Another good thing about the Grom is the gas mileage is incredible. I get well over 100 miles on a full tank, and even putting in high octane, 91 cost me under $4 to fill this thing up. It's great, and it lasts a while. It's, another thing too, besides being easy to maneuver and everything, also easy to maneuver by hand. Like when I have to go into tight spaces or move it around in the garage, it's an easy thing to do. And it's a Honda, so you're going to get that Honda reliability with it too. Even when I start getting tired of the speed, I'm still going to keep it just because it's really fun to ride. And once I start getting good, I can start practicing stunts and all that stuff. But for riding around town, it's perfect. And that's pretty much what I bought it for. I bought it for learning how to ride and for just, a backup transportation to go around town. Recently I ran into some other Grom riders here that I've been hanging around with, and we're gonna start riding together, start forming a group. And I've always wanted to do that. That's always fun. It's always better to have other riders around with you in case something happens, or just to make it better. Like I was telling you guys in my very first video that I did, I grew up in an older generation. We, for fun, we played with Nintendo. Thank you for not going. We played with our Nintendos and freaking rode bikes. And doing this, especially doing this, especially with other riders, kind of brings back that memory too. Except this is on a whole different level, because if you're not careful, you can get killed or freaking hurt really bad. Which is why it still is in my plan to take an MSF course. I'm going to be doing that shortly because my permit here is gonna expire in about 4 months anyways, and I don't want to keep just renewing my permit. I do want my M1. I do want to take the MSF course to be safe. It's highly recommended by a lot of experienced riders that I know, and a lot of other YouTubers out there that I know who teach courses themselves. And I mean, look at this shit. I can gun this. This bike is very forgiving, you know. That's why I think it's a good learner bike as well. What my plan is for now is I'm going to keep riding this thing for a minimum of a year, even maybe 2 years, you know, get really good at it, get used to it, and if I'm still interested, later on, I do want to get a bigger bike. However, I'm going to be leaning more towards a cruiser, because I mean, I am older and I want to ride in comfort, you know. This bike is more like a naked bike or like a street bike. It's like you're sitting upwards, but it's not comfortable for riding for a very long time. And I'm not that crazy about the position in a sport bike either, because you're leaning forward. That reminds me of the same position that you're in when you're you know, like on a road bike too. Cruisers, however, you're sitting back. It's more like you're sitting on a table and then your feet are forward more. That's, you know, really comfortable. That's what I like to do. And plus, I'm not a speed junkie or anything like that. Obviously, if I was a speed junkie, I would go ahead and get a GSXR and R6 as my first bike and just fucking go balls out. Now let's talk about bad things about the bike. Bad things is you can never take this on a highway. You could try, but I mean, you might get killed. The fastest I've been able to take this thing is I've taken it to 60. I'm pretty sure I can probably reach 65, but I mean, you're talking 65 full open throttle, and it's just, you know, I mean, you don't want to do that for a really long time. You know, and another bad thing is if I need to pass somebody up quickly, there's no way in hell I can do that as well. I've tried, it sucks. Oh no, there's no more gears. I've only got 4 gears. Whatever, but I mean, I don't know. I would say if you're considering getting this as your first bike, I say go for it. You know, it also depends on what type of riding you're gonna do. If you're gonna be riding on your buddies, going on you know, the back roads and everything like that, you're gonna you know, planning on the highway, I would say do not get one, because you know, you will be disappointed. These bikes are not fast. I mean, you're 125 cc's, 1 cylinder. I mean, it's basically a scooter. But just a very fun scooter with gears, and you can do wheelies. Every red, oh crap, this is not good. Let me go in front of them, and that's another thing. That's another negative about the Grom. You don't have that speed to be able to pass someone, so you have to hope that someone's going to be nice. And most drivers are not nice. They're very impatient. They don't fucking pay attention.